Dale, I'm going to go briefly today. This is the Master Prophet, young Joshua Yawins, the awakened one of the Biafran people, Biafran spiritual leader, the prophet and the founder of the new Igbo Biafran indigenous religion, Rafana. Today, 22nd, Kanu and some of his friends gathered to England in London for Mazen and the Kanu's court case. And he line in a caption as him Kanu's family. I hope there's no mistaken, but I'm going to fix the caption. Now, as in a Kanu's family, London. Let me be honest with you. There are no Kanu's family. There are none the Kanu's siblings doing all the whole heavy lifting. Let me be honest with you. There are no Kanu's family. There are none the Kanu's siblings doing everything that they can to make sure that their brothers are freed. The last time I checked, I can identify about 7 or up to 7 to 10 relatives of Mazen and the Kanu living in London. 7 to 10 relatives or other people that have close contacts or that have relationship with Mazen and the Kanu, or family members or people from his maternal home or whatever, people that are related with the father, people that are related with the mother, people that are related to Mazen and the Kanu. It's possible that you can find up to 7 to 10 living in London. But at the court today, who came? Kanunta. Why would Kanunta be the only one that came to the court? Okay, Madam Finance were there. Madam Neneyanya were there. And they traveled from London, from Germany to England. Now, so Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has family members in London, and the only one person that came is only Kanunta. I understand Kanunta is the next of kin. It's clear that Kanunta is the next of kin, and Kanunta is also in charge of the legal team. Asi magagwa ofege ghara ịma nga ọha ikwe nga ọha eburu ya ebufe ya ma nna ya. Ọ dịkwa na mma sometimes mmadụ apụta kwuo eziokwu, kpọọ eziokwu ahụ without ịdị na-agba ukwu nso kirikiri. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has up to 7 to 10 relatives or more. I think I can say 7 to 12 relatives. Some are related by blood, some are related through Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's mother, some is related through their father, some are the same village. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has also people that are related through blood. They are living in London, but the only person that came to that court proceeding was only Kanunta. Everybody has chosen where to belong. I cannot tell Mazen Nandekano who are his friends. Mazen Nandekano will choose his friends by himself, but I can tell him who is his enemy. Let me leave that thing and move to another. I want to use the opportunity to thank Madam Neneyanya, because Madam Neneyanya is like, you know, when you can say, in every successful man, there is a woman behind that man, making sure that that man succeeds. Madam Neneyanya is that kind of a woman that Chukwokike brought her, and she has been making sure that Mazen Nandekano succeeds. And despite all these 2 years of saga accusing her, she's still standing gidigam. Ya nwaanyị kara aka. Ọwụghị ụmụ nwaanyị, ọ bụrụ na nwere some ụmụ nwaanyị di ha anọghị ya, before di ha ga-apụta, ha were property, were ala, were ihe niile ree, sono ndị iro gbalaga gbafuo. Madam Neneyanya nwaanyị kara aka, Chukwu nna, Chukwu ndị Igbo, Chukwu kara aka, mmụọ nọ n'ala nna ya chekwa ya, gọzie ya ma ọ bụ na mbata ya. Here, 2 years, Mazen Nandekano was rendition. And yesterday, I was up to 24 hours. By this time yesterday, I was just receiving something. And I want to tell you that if I'm allowed, I can pinpoint 5 people. And in those 5 people, the thing that happens to Mazen Nandekano must come from one of those five people. But I am not saying, look, let me be honest with you. I've been hearing, they said DOS sold Mazen Nandekano. No, I'm not going to go there. Just throw that bullshit away. Okay? But it is Chikedozium that made IPOB destroy it more than as it's supposed to be. You see, if Chikedozium were a good person, were a man of a competent person, Chikedozium is incompetent. But if he's a competent person, IPOB would have been even more stronger. He would have united the family together. But he was just there. When Mazen Nandekano was rendition, he said, oh, this is my opportunity to begin to wear all the suits that Mazen Nandekano has been wearing. How come that he's the one that have a beautiful girl that is secretary? You know what I mean? So he just wished that he will be wearing the shoe of Mazen Nandekano. And that's why he took all those things and sink it into the ocean. Chikedozium is a tragic, and he still continues to be a tragic. I can pinpoint 5 people. In that 5 people, the thing that happens to Mazen Nandekano must come through them. Number 1, I will call only one person. The rest I will not call. I will call Mazen Nandekano, number 1, but I will not call the rest 4 people. And you have to understand that this thing came through communication. Now, Mazen Nandekano called somebody in Nigeria, and not knowing that that person has been being monitored by DSS. And from there, they got the understanding where Mazen Nandekano is. Now, if it's not Mazen Nandekano, there are somebody that in Biafran land that called Mazen Nandekano, and not knowing or knowingly or unknowingly knew that he has been monitored And he started all the communication with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and DSS find out that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in Kenya. Then they begin to trace that. I am feeling that I'm not far from the truth. Or there is somebody that lives somewhere in outside, in abroad, calling in to somebody that been in a high profile person that DSS has been monitoring, and that person is calling in, discussing about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and from there, they knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in Kenya. I have full confidence that I am not far from the truth. You see, I didn't call anybody name. The only person that I call is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And maybe he's the one that called somebody in Biafran land. And from that person, then from there, they begin to record the communication. Or if it's not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there is somebody else living in Biafran land that called somebody. There is somebody living in abroad that called somebody in Biafran land. And from there, they begin to trace all those communication. Then from there, they begin to put one or two things together. And that is how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were captured. And then they begin to send spies. And they got him. Concerning information about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I will not tell you where to get through information, but I will tell you where not to go, because you will get a cooked, fabricated information. Don't go to listen to Radio Biafra in anything that has to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are getting cooked, fabricated information. And don't go to listen to all this Akwakara Tingom, because they are their mouth speak. They program them, tell them whatever they say. Look at what we're going to say, and they follow that line. So, but whoever you choose to listen, that's your problem. But these people that I mentioned, everything, every story about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, don't go to listen to them. They will spin it, fabricate it. That's how they fabricated about the doctors, and they are still trying to cover their arts. But we know the truth. And because of these doctors that happened, we know now who and who Chikedoziem and his group, how many people that they are working together. We know them. Go and listen to one of the voice recording somebody brought. You can see that the person mentioned all the people that he contacted. This is how they have been working together. So Ojofo has been working with all these people, shaping narrative, brainwashing them, giving them false information without calling Kanu next of kin to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But he will go around and call this person, go around and call this person, spin things, and then they will bring it out. Oh, we got information. Rubbish. I heard somebody from DOS said, we will not allow, we sent a message to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not to allow any to shut up. Shut Chineke Wogok. You can send a message to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but all the whole message that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent to all of you, you didn't do any one of them. So who are you that you think that you can send a message to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Chineke Wogok. You are bragging. Well, we send him a message. He should understand that he is the leader of a billion. Shut up. If he's the leader of a billion people, how many times has he sent you a message? Did you do it? Ndoshi. Ekelenem Mazi Kanu nta. Ekelenem Madam Neneyanya. Ekelenem Barrister Lawyer Ejumako. Ekelenem High Chief Ogbuefi. Ekelenem Mazi Ejasi. These people, stay with them. They have the back. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Me, Master Prophet Biafran spiritual leader, I am confident they have the back of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ndewo, Mama, Udo.